Hey guys, it's Cole here with CDB Vids. Today I got something a little different for you. I'm going to go over 5 things that I hate about my pickup, the 2000 Dodge Ram 1500. And well, for thing number 1, it's going to be a little odd, but I'm going to say the previous owner. Because when I bought this thing, it was wintertime, and you know, this was all painted up down here. This black was painted up real nice, and so I couldn't see it. Looked like we thought we had a really great bodied truck. But then, as you can see here, I hope you can see that. What the previous owner did is he had the cab corners rusting out, so he sanded it down, filled them with spray foam in there, and then bonded it and painted over it. So that's definitely one thing to look out for when you're buying a used truck, especially in the Midwest and northern areas of the country. Alright, for thing number 2, we gotta go inside to the next thing I hate about my truck. I'm gonna pull out this key so we can stop the beeping. But thing number 2, I've already replaced it on mine, so you're not gonna be able to tell as well, but the dash. As you all probably know, the dash in these pickups is complete dog shit. Now, I haven't seen one that is in good shape in my area. But, yeah, the dash, absolutely hate it. Love the truck, but the dash just pisses me off on these things. And I was going to make a separate video about this, but since I'm not really going to have, it's not going to take a whole lot of time, I'll just throw it right in here. But, I replaced the dash, like I said, and I went with Gino's Garage because, you know, all the forums said that they do really high quality stuff. And I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed. I just want to show you some of the vent holes, what they did here. Not really happy with this. It looks like they just formed it up and then just took a saw and cut those out. And I'm just not that impressed with it. And like up here, these vent holes, they're supposed to be, on the stock one, it's supposed to screw in from the bottom side into the vents, into the dash, and this doesn't have it. And also, there's supposed to be some rubber seals right in here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's supposed to be rubber seals on that, and there's no way, I mean, unless I was to hot glue them to the dash itself, there's no way to put those back in. So yeah, I would not recommend Gino's Garage. I would go with LMC Truck. That is where I got the new bezel for this thing. And this bezel right here, this feels, you know, pretty high quality. And I mean, it looks right. The Gino's one, you have to paint it to match. It's covered in dirt now, so it's a little duller, but it'll reflect on my window pretty good. But the LMC Truck bezel, I am really happy with. It fits on there really nice, looks good. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about that one. It's just the actual dash cover itself, or top, whatever the hell they call it, I'm not happy with. Eventually I will probably go with the LMC Truck one and just replace it again, so I can get this back to, you know, looking really nice. But if you want just a cheap fix and you're going to throw the carpet cover over it anyway, I'd go with the Gino's Garage. They're about the same price, but if you're doing it yourself, it's a lot easier. And if you're Alright guys, battery on the camera died, I had to go replace that. But yeah, like I was saying, if you're looking for a cheap fix and you're doing it yourself, go with the Gino's one, just because it's really easy to throw on. And you know, all your screws, you just pop the bezel loose and pop your airbag out, and then you just, all these screws here and the 5 up there on the dash. But if you're going for a cheap fix, or you're going to plan on putting the carpet cover right back over it, then, you know, Gino's Garage is fine. But if you want, you know, looking factory, really nice, and you don't want to cover it up, I'd recommend the LMC Truck one. I've seen some videos and some in person of the LMC Truck, and they just look so much nicer than this one that I have. So, yeah, just kind of a short little excerpt, or whatever the hell you want to call it, review. Don't go with the Gino's Garage if you want it to look nice. Go with the LMC Truck. Alright, for number 3 thing I hate about my 2000 Dodge Ram, we're going to stay inside. And that is just the back seat. They did not put hardly any room in the back seat of these pickups for people to sit. I'm not a very tall guy, and even with my seat way up here like it is, if I sit back there, my knees are still pushing up against the seat pretty good. So another thing, I mean, it's not really a huge deal for me because I don't haul too many people, but just kind of nitpicking here now. Alright, item number 4 that I hate about my truck, the 2000 Dodge. That would be the front end. I mean, I'm sure you've all probably heard by now that, all the jokes that Dodge front ends are shit. And I don't have too many complaints, but with it being lifted like this, all of my tie rod ends and everything are just at more of an angle. So I'm going to go through these a lot more than your normal pickup. Which, it kind of sucks, but in my opinion, it's worth it to drive something that sits this high and looks this good. We got Dylan over here washing his car up to look real pretty for you guys to introduce it to the channel. I'll give you just this quick sneak peek. If you've been around before, this is actually the first video we put up on the channel is about this car, but here, I'll give you a quick sneak peek of what it looks like if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, and the 5th and final thing that I hate about my pickup, which is probably not surprising to a lot of you, but the mileage. This thing gets terrible mileage. Like, I'm getting about 12 right now, which I'm actually pretty happy with because, I mean, obviously when you're sitting that high and something this old, you're not going to expect great mileage, but yeah, it gets about 12, which is better than my old one. My 94, it was a half-ton single cab long box. It got 10, so quite an improvement in my eyes, but yeah, you're not going to find these and get really good mileage. So that's the 5 things I hate about my truck. And if you like this, I'm probably going to do 5 things I love, or maybe it'll be 5 reasons to daily drive one of these trucks. But if you like this and you want to see more about this truck, please like and subscribe. It'd mean a lot. Thanks. Have a great day.